Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case, Elite Mode, Case 48, The Haunting of Elm Manor. Let's unlock Chapter 3, and Ramirez found an old picture in front of the manor showing what looks like Camila, the housekeeper. And now Ramirez, you give us a century-old photograph taken in front of the house and claim that Camila, the Mrs. housekeeper, is in it. She is in it! The evidence is right there that Camila is a centuries-old ghost. I'm sure the photograph isn't as old as it looks. There actually seems to be a date marked on it, but it's too faded. Katrina, would you mind using your supernatural skills to recover the date? Alright. Ah, there you are, Commissioner Katrina. A patrol unit spotted a ghostly figure trying to sneak into the greenhouse. Oh. With all due respect, I honestly doubt the patrol unit saw ghostly figures. It was probably just some kids fooling around at night, Chief. Or it could be your killer who was trying to break into the crime scene to cover up their tracks. Well, you're right, sir. Okay, Chief, we'll go check it out. Well, Katrina, it looks like we got enough work to keep us busy for a while. Well, better that than do nothing. Alright, we'll dust the photograph. July 20, 1841. Okay. As skilled as ever, Katrina. So what year was the photograph of Camila in front of that house taken in? What the? It was seriously taken in 1841? But that's impossible. Camila can't be 172 years old. Unless she's a ghost. She's not a ghost, Ramirez. Katrina's right, there must be a logical explanation to all this. An explanation I'm sure Camila can give us. Meanwhile, Ramirez, we got an important mission for you. We need you to urgently find out which of our suspects used petroleum jelly. I'll use my psychic powers to find that out for you in no time. Alright. Alright, let's go to Camila. What's with the photograph? Camila, can you explain to us what a woman who looks exactly like you is doing in front of this house in this photograph from 1841? That photograph is of my great-grandmother Beatrice II, the finest woman that ever lived. Oh, and she was also a housekeeper in this house? Of course not! She used to own this house, and she would be turning in her grave if she knew it was now owned by ghastly foreigners. This once great house was passed down from generation to generation, but my brother stupidly lost our family fortune and was forced to sell the house. But I couldn't let foreigners take over the house. I had to protect our lineage, so I turned up here and applied for a job as their as their housekeeper and gardener. Well, so Camila's family used to own the Fernandez's house? I can't believe she decided to become a housekeeper just so she could keep an eye on it, or maybe on them. Well, she's definitely creepy, but at least she's not a ghost, so you can stop going on about it, Ramirez. Maybe I was wrong about that, but that house is definitely haunted. I'm going to head out there with my ghost hunting equipment and prove it to you. Oh dear. That should be fun to watch. What do you say we head out there too, Katerina? Alright, well, it should be fun. Okay, let's investigate the greenhouse again first. What? What the hell? What kind of whistle is that? It's a good thing the killer didn't succeed in sneaking back in here to cover up their tracks. Look at what you found, Katerina. You're right, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the garden knife the killer used to cut their plans to make the hallucinogenic drug. Judging by the blood on the garden knife, it seems the killer is rather clumsy with knives. Would you mind collecting a sample? What about this object? It looks like some kind of whistle. I agree, Katrina. Judging by how creepy it looks, we should probably send it to the lab. Alright. Well, first let's start this so I don't forget. Alright, now let's go back to the house. Okay, I admit it. This place is kind of spooky, but I'm not going to act scared like Ramirez and start whimpering about ghosts. Ooh! It's Ramirez! A ghost! Haha, you should have seen your face, Jones. Commissioner Katrina didn't even blink. They're braver than you. See? Very mature. Come on, let's get back to work. And no more jokes. I somehow remembered Ramirez being in disguise as a ghost, but I didn't know it was in this case. Well, look at that. Hidden trap. Good job, Katrina. You're right, this looks like some kind of a trap mechanism. A trap mechanism right where the chandelier fell and killed Hector. I agree, it's more than just a coincidence. We need to search this mechanism for clues. Okay. Let's collect stuff from the knife. Way to go, Katrina. Let's send this blood sample collected from the garden I found at the greenhouse over to Grace. Okay. Alright, now let's look at this hidden trap. Oh, what's this? Oh, booby pin. You're right, Katrina. I don't think this booby pin ended up stuck inside this ancient trap mechanism by accident. And I gotta say, finding this trap mechanism at the scene of the murder makes it highly suspicious. Let's send this booby pin off to the lab and see what comes of it. Yeah, because looks like it seems to be that the house is haunted after all. What's with this creepy whistle? Did you try to blow with it? That whistle you found in the greenhouse is actually pretty cool. It's designed to make what is supposed to be ghost sounds. It's often used in the haunted houses at fun fairs. Oh. I asked Grace to analyze the saliva sample from it. It turns out the ghost whistle belongs to the botanist Charles Parker. Ah! Are you the killer, huh? A whistle that makes ghost sounds belonging to a man who we know is in love with Gloria. I got a spooky premonition that Charles is guilty. But you're right, Clea. Let's go and talk to him first before jumping to conclusions. Yeah, I'll ask you about the whistle. Let's check the blood. You know that blood sample you collected from that garden knife you found in the greenhouse? Turns out it had traces of plant toxins mixed in with it. I consulted with Nathan, who confirmed that those plant toxins were identical to those found in the hallucinogenic drug, which means the killer used that knife and cut their cells in the process. Sadly, the blood cells were badly damaged by the greenhouse's pesticides, but I still managed to determine your killer's blood type. Katria, thanks to your expert skills and the killer's clumsiness, I can now tell you that your killer's blood type is A positive. They'll be negative when we arrest them. Alright, now the bobby pin, whatever. So I analyzed that bobby pin you found inside that trap mechanism at the crime scene. First of all, the mechanism is an ancient yet highly effective type of winch, designed to automatically pull heavy objects across the room. But you could modify it slightly so that it pulls objects down rather than across, and that's how the chandelier fell down at a great speed. Oh. I conferred with Nathan, and he agrees that this was how the killer managed to murder Hector while making it look like a supernatural accident. We got him. And to make the trap work, the killer added the bobby pin inside the mechanism so that it could support the extra weight of the carpet without making it trigger the trap. So our killer uses bobby pins instead of booby traps. I gotta admit, that's rather ingenious of them. Bobby pins can be used also to break locks. That's another use if you don't know Jones. You're right, Katria. Given Camila's hairstyle, she obviously uses bobby pins. And Gloria must use bobby pins too to make her veil stay in place like that. Haha, that's true. Margaret uses bobby pins to style her dog's hair. Still, we can't rule out the other two suspects just yet. Let's keep our eyes open. Okay. So far it could be Camila. AB+. He's not our guy. You think I'm guilty of Hector's death just because he found a whistle of mine which makes ghost sounds? You got it all wrong. How can it be a coincidence that you have a ghost whistle and he died in the creepy house? Sometimes I'd walk Gloria's house's grounds at night, and if anybody became suspicious of my presence, I'd scare them away by making ghost sounds. Wow. Back up a second. Why were you secretly roaming around their house at night? Ever since Gloria broke up with me, I went to spy on her and Hector, to see if she really was happier without me. I couldn't help it. What the? You and Gloria were actually lovers? For a beautiful but brief instant, after her baby's death, she buried her sorrow in gardening. I taught her everything I knew, and slowly love bloomed. And then, just like that, she ended it. But I've just been finding it impossible to forget her. She haunts all my dreams and thoughts. Oh, it could be you. Ugh, the dreaded love triangle. The cause of countless murders is time immemorial. I know, Katria, I have a hard time picturing this grieving widow as having an extramarital affair. I think Sally got her version of the story. Yeah. Yes, Charles and I were briefly lovers, but please try and understand. I was lost after my baby's death. And most people here refuse to talk to an outsider. Charles made me feel a little less lonely, but I soon realized it was madness and broke it off. You see, a child is meant to bring a family together, not tear it apart. And so in memory of Aurelio, I decided to give my marriage another chance. Heather and I started afresh. We fell in love again and even talked of having another child. But of course the house was only waiting for me to be happy once again before tearing it away from me. I didn't want to sell that cursed house to another family. Instead, I'm going to tear it down with my bare two hands if I have to. But before you do that, let us finish with the investigation. poor Gloria. The house has taken everything from her. It might not be haunted, but to her it's definitely cursed. I hope for her own sake that she moves away from this neighborhood, somewhere where people are more accepting of your roots. Agree. Later at night. Commissioner Katarina, I have a confession to make. What is it? When the priest was searching the haunted house for paranormal activity, he secretly set up a camera to take pictures at regular intervals. Whoa. He gave me all the photos that were taken in the house, but they seem to have mysteriously vanished. And wait a second, you're telling us you have photos from the crime scene and you kept them from us? They're photos taken before the murder ever happened, so I didn't think they'd be of any use to you. I'm sorry. You're right, Katrina. We know the killer set the trap possibly days before the actual murder. So there's a very slim chance the camera clicked a photo of them. I got an otherworldly feeling that the photos Ramirez lost will be somewhere in his desk drawer. Alright. Alright, so let's search through the desk drawer. Whoa. Very creepy photo. Boom. What the fuck? What? Good job, Katrina. Ramirez said the photos of the Fernandez's house had mysteriously vanished. And like always, they were right here in his desk drawer. The priest took these photos of the house with his hidden camera while looking for paranormal activity, and it looks like he hit the jackpot. See? There's a ghostly figure circled in red. So Ramirez was telling the truth. The house really is haunted. You're right. We should send this photo over to Alex before jumping to such scary conclusions. If anything, it might be a good Photoshop. What can we tell from this creepy photograph? So I did an in-depth study of that photo the priest took of the house with the hidden camera while searching for paranormal activity. And even though the photo is definitely spooky, it's definitely not of a ghost, but of a real person. And judging by the position of the person in the photo, I say it looks like they're setting up a trap. Since the photo was taken at the crime scene, it must be the trap that activated the chandelier to fall on Hector. Which means this is a photo of our killer. Bingo! Now, I enhanced the photo and that's when I noticed a shiny object stand out on the person's chest. And by changing the saturation, the shiny object revealed itself to be a cross. So Akio wears a cross. Thanks for the info, Alex. We got him now. I hope I'm not too late with this information, but I finished investigating which of your suspects used petroleum jelly. On the contrary, Ramirez, you're right on time with what could very well be the last piece of the puzzle. We're all ears. Well, Charles Buckle uses petroleum jelly to protect his hands during gardening. Margaret says she uses petroleum jelly for Astrid's paws, and that she talked about a million other things while feeding me cookies. Gloria uses petroleum jelly for her skin because she says the air in the haunted house is always cold and bitter. And Father Von Pratt uses petroleum jelly for his chopped lips. Thanks, Ramirez, you've actually been a great help. Well, Katrina, we got all the evidence we need. Are you ready to go and make this arrest? Yes. Who did it? Yeah, you fit all the way. So was all your shock and grief being just an act because you killed your husband? Speak. Gloria Fernandez, you're hereby under arrest for the brutal murder of Hector Fernandez. Fine, take me away, but don't look at me like I'm crazy. I'm proud of what I did. That liar had it coming. When Aurelio died, Hector convinced everyone that it was the house that killed my baby boy. I foolishly believed him too. Until recently, when in a drunken stupor, Hector admitted that he wasn't watching our child that night like he was meant to. My baby was always such a little explorer. He just loved discovering the world. But that night, he was crawling under unsupervised, and he slipped and fell from top landing onto the stairs. Hector couldn't remember telling the truth, and so I decided to make his lie become real. I gave him a drug that made him believe the house really was haunted. The fool called in an exorcist, but that just helped me. The more people believed the house was haunted, the less they would suspect a murder. And so when the time was right, I killed him. Now do what you want with me, but I did what any mother would have done. Gloria Fernandez, do you have anything to add before the jury delivers their sentence? Whatever punishment you give me cannot be worse than the cruel fate of losing your child. Although not impervious to your sufferings, you had no right to kill a man, your husband no less. I had every right after that monster killed my baby, and then dared keep it a secret. All I did was deliver justice. Gloria Fernandez, you hereby sentenced to life imprisonment, and let it be a reminder that revenge only begets more tragedy. Well, that case has left me feeling empty inside. Isn't it crazy how a tragedy can haunt you all your life? You're right, Katria, it's good to finally see a bit of sun. How about a stroll through the forest to try and let a bit of warmth back into our souls? Well, yeah. We had enough of haunted houses. For one Halloween. Alright, so we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing in additional investigation. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!